engaged to his ex. And she wants me.
Whoa. Sorry about that. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. We talking Sistas today. Sistas. New content just released last time on Sistas.
Get rid of my embryos. So this her? Rich? What are you doing here?
There he is, Rich the Shadow, always trailing behind me. And I see you got flowers too. You still chasing after some...
Now, Damani, that's the one who's talking right there in the middle. I feel he was out of pocket for even addressing Rich. You know, like, Damani, you there with your lady just to get to the bottom of this embryo situation. You know, I kind of feel like Damani is out of pocket for even trying to... I feel like Damani's out of pocket for coming to Sabrina's job to complain about these embryos. You know, he had a deal with her that he would donate his sperm, and he knew the deal, and now he's changed his mind because, you know, of his girlfriend or wife-to-be. Damani shouldn't have said anything to Rich.
Wait a minute. Why can't he have your babies? He seems thirsty enough. You're trying to force my man? It's because your man offered.
Damani's girlfriend, a wife-to-be, she seems very spicy, confrontational. That's just what I see, what I noticed so far about her. She's very spicy.
Things have changed, Sabrina.
He has me upgraded. Sure. It's probably after I turned him down. He needed some leftovers.
Sabrina, you're at work. They're not. Granted, Damani should know better because he works with the same banking institution but at a higher caliber. He shouldn't have been there. Sabrina, you shouldn't have made a comment. You should have just been like, listen, we'll discuss this later, not here. You shouldn't be getting catty.
Bitch, don't play with me. I am not playing. Do something with those embryos if you want to. Bitch, this ain't over. We'll see your ass.
Can I ask something? Any other time a pin drop, Maurice is coming around the corner. Where's he at? Where's Paige? This one instance where we truly need them, they are nowhere to be found. You notice that?
In court. Good. I guess I'll see you both there then. Oh, but we don't have anything to talk about, okay? Not anymore.
Bye.
So what was the point of him coming way up there with flowers just to give up? By default, I would think the conversation would have been like, just hear me out. I have something to say. Not just have this fight and run off by, curiosity. I'm going to be like, well, what was that all about, Sabrina? Oh, excuse me. Are you okay? What was he doing up here? You know, you could have started the conversation off like that, even if you truly wasn't interested in that. Even if you truly weren't interested in talking about that, that would have been a way to segue. That would have been a way to segue into a more serious conversation.
Andy, you didn't mention this. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
You know, I feel like this situation, I couldn't imagine what these women have been through, but to see the person that actually unalived your unborn child, that has to be triggering. That's why they have that group. And like I saw the episode, so I know Andy has resolved this, but I believe Andy knew that guy would be there. I think she knew that he would be there. That's what I think.
Some kind of DEI job fair you got going on in your office today?
It's a good one.
That was a serious question.
Hayden, escort your client to your office now.
She don't work here. Don't worry about her.
Karen, I am so sorry.
Can I be upset with Hayden? No. You know, I know who Hayden is. I know his job title. He's a tax attorney, so he's not representing this guy on his own. He's a tax attorney, so that's the extent of his involvement with him, especially if he's doing it through the firm. Yeah. And Hayden doesn't even know. I doubt Hayden knows the situation. That wouldn't change his mind, but I doubt Hayden knows what they're doing, what they're talking about. That's just my take.
Actually, it is. That's why I would love to have you on our board of directors.
No, I've been thinking about doing some mentoring. I just gotta figure out if I got time.
Well, think about it, okay?
I gotta head to the gym. Send me the information.
Pause it. All right, so to me, most of that conversation I wasn't paying attention to, but I did. I kind of zoomed in on when he offered Zach a mentorship, being a part of the, I don't know, one of the assistant coaches, I guess, so to speak. Zach don't have time for that, for one. Secondly, I doubt he's passionate about it, because most guys, when you hear about that, they're ready to get started. They're ready to, he's talking about some, I'm going to head to the gym. Last time I checked, every high school has a gym, and the football team and staff get full use of it. He could have been taking a tour of the grounds, meeting the players. He could have took his shirt off and started doing some reps. That's a workout right there. So I don't buy it. I got to head to the gym, not to an office meeting. I got to head to the gym. I don't know. There's a full gym at the high school. You already know. Full gym.
I don't do much, laundry, dishes.
How do we feel about this this character being catapulted into the show as a friend, as a long lost friend of Zach's father, Zach accepting him? How do we feel? Like, what is he looking for? What is he after? Everybody's after something. I don't care who you are. Everybody is after something, and he's after something. I just don't know what.
Close.
Means that we'll have to be letting you go, Miss King.
Boom, boom, boom. Getting let go by the airlines. She had to see it coming. She had to know that she was nothing special. They let go that other guy that she used to argue with all the time. So this shouldn't have been a shock. But at the same time, this forces Danny to move forward. This forces her to try something new. This forces a change in scenery, and I'm here for it. It sucks that she got terminated from her job. That's how it looks anyway. But I'm excited to see what happens next.
In embryo custody. And then him and his fiance, Mia, they came into my job today and they threatened me. They threatened to take me to court if I don't destroy my embryos. That's why I came here, and can you help me?
Well, first of all, them showing up at your job is harassment, and that's not going to work.
Okay.
Let's see.
What are you looking up?
Well, I don't really know the laws around all.
Excuse me? You gonna help me, and all you gonna do is Google what to do? I could have done that, Fatima. I could have done that. I'm sorry, but Fatima, really? You know, I'm going to have a segment at the end of this episode when I talk about growth, character growth on this show. And it seems like everybody has had some kind of growth. You know, Karen, she did get her new shop, but ultimately, now she's getting married, moving on. On paper, I don't think she's going anywhere, but I would say that's growth. Pam, roots to riches. Andy, she made partner. Sabrina, she's the branch manager. I feel like the only person, Zach, you know, he has a thriving business, has a great business right now. And I feel like Fatima is the only one who isn't moving forward as far as character growth or career growth. Think about it. Fatima's been going to school for a long time. The last time we heard that she was in school, she failed a test. You know, I don't know. Like, what are we doing with her character? You know, is Fatima ever going to progress and move forward? I kind of see her doing a little something, but I feel like her character is in a standstill. You know, she's gotten pregnant now. She's not married. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do with somebody that's pregnant? You know, she's gonna have to take some time off and sit at home, right? I don't know, just a thought.
This, but I do know how to find similar laws and cases.
Will be recorded. Mr. Benson. Ladies, this is Mr. Benson, one of the founders of Benson, Jones, Lelands, and Barnes. He will be listening in on the testimonies today.
Hi, ladies. I told Miss Barnes that I would sit in and hear your stories, but it's very important that I say that the firm doesn't promise to do anything beyond this. You never filed a complaint or looked into your medical report?
Well, no, Mr. Benson, not everyone has access to that information or know how to get it. Honestly, after...
I do feel like Andy's boss who's listening in, I do feel like he's a bit biased. You know, initially my impression of him was he already had his mind made up, you know, because he's friends with Dr. Vargas. You know, I just think he's not listening with fresh ears. Now, I do agree with him when he says, listen, at a minimum, did you put in a complaint? Because like I said, you don't need to have a lot of know-how just to put in a complaint to get the ball rolling, to have a record. You know, I know what they're saying. Like, listen, there's a lot of fancy terms that people don't know to look for, which is true. But at a minimum, to put in that complaint, like, listen, he performed something on me that I didn't approve. You know, I can no longer have children. Like, what, you know, so I don't know if she was depressed or just over it. Is that, maybe that's her reasoning for not putting in a complaint? I don't know.
Hurry up. Have to get ready for tonight.
I told you I'm not the best at lineups.
That's too cool. Pam doing a lineup, Maurice lineup. That's cool. I guess women can get lineups because a lot of girls who have like those short cuts, the back would have to be lined up, and so I think that's cool. Pam knows how to handle some clippers, and it's cool that we see Maurice more often at the shop. So him and Pam hit it off. Maybe now we got a spot for Pam to grow, roots to riches, and for the shop, because we know Karen's leaving, so possibly Pam's gonna be taking over with Maurice. That's how it looks to me. I watch.
Ready for the extravaganza, Damon? Will I see you there tonight?
Are you talking to me? Because that's...
Who is Damon? Daddy. Oh my God. Listen, Maurice and Danny, are rarely in the same room, but I know they couldn't stand each other at the start of Sistas, and like they started tolerating each other as this series went on. It's just always so funny to see certain characters together that aren't normally together. Not sure why. I guess Danny's there just to get her hair done, because I mean, she has to know that Karen's not there. So,
Guys, I'm gonna talk to Karen about it tonight.
Good.
Listen, this is too big of a decision to just make it on a whim.
I'm here for it. I think Danny got the push that she needed to move forward. She's in the right place at the right time. She's got a nice chunk of money. Instead of letting it bleed slowly, put it to some use. I think this is exciting, and I'm here for it.
Dr. Cruz, silence me.
I don't mean to defend him at a time like this. But Brett delivered our children and our grandchildren. He was observant, caring, kind.
Vincent, you are white, as is your wife. It's very...
And that's typically where that bias comes from. He has a valid point. He says, like, listen, this doctor, I've known him. He's only been nothing but observant and straightforward around me. But of course, you can't be blind to somebody else's perspective, and I think that's where that disconnect comes.
clear that Dr. Cruz does not view these black women in the same light.
All right, we'll draft up a concrete document and get this in writing.
I'll sign it. Just let's put this behind us.
We'll be in touch.
When I think of Sabrina before, she's still bouncing around. She was wrong for going to Damani, or however it came about. She accepted Damani's embryos, but they had some sparks. He was possibly going to be in Sabrina's life, so I was on board with it. But Sabrina, what do you do now? You want to be a single mom? I mean, it's pretty tough to have someone that's willing to accept someone else's children. And, that's not impossible. She's pretty, but what I'm saying is she's making a very uncomfortable situation. That's all I'm saying. What do we do when one of your children gets a sickness or needs, bone marrow or something like that? You're going to need the money, right? I don't even know how that works. I don't know.
We will drop Dr. Cruz. We will stand behind Miss Barnes and you women in your fight. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go kick out an unwelcome visitor.
Oh man, that is amazing. That is amazing how this turned out. I'm so happy for the ladies. I'm happy that Andy pulled this off. I'm very excited. I'm very happy.
You so mine. I did it. I will tell you ladies later. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Andy, thank you for making this happen and taking this on.
So, Sabrina sees her homegirl, because originally she was there for Andy, which is fine, and Fatima took care of it. But you trying to tell me you just sashay off and leave when you got not one but two of your homegirls there, and you don't chop it up and just say what happened? I'm confused. Utterly confused. Or did she walk off to wait in Andy's office? Either way, I mean, I don't know. Like, it can't be too private because freaking Fatima's standing there. Like, so I don't know.
Thank you all for trusting me.
You know I will.
Benson, you will pay for this. Leland is rolling over in his grave. I gave you the chance to leave peacefully. Now go. You can't do this to me. Do you know who I am in this city? You let these nagging hood rats put you up to this.
Nope. I know you don't remember me. Because we all the same to you, right? But your downfall is coming. And I want you to familiarize yourself with the beautiful faces that made it happen. You could take...
Retelling the story made me remember that the second doctor who helped Dr. Cruz lie on me, his name was Dr. Vaughn.
What does this mean? Dr. Vaughn, that is the doctor who Karen, that is the doctor who Andy started dating, and that is the doctor who ultimately finished delivering Karen's child. I'm not sure what this means. I don't know how much dirt they're gonna find on this guy, but I can't wait to see. That episode had so much potential, and guess what? It delivered. I loved it. Guys, make sure to show me some support in my little old career. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what's going on. Bye.